brought to you, by the way, from Catalyst, which is the Women's Studies graduate organization. And what we're about to watch is 3.5 years of research on women who have tattoos or do tattooing. I'm really excited about it. So.
It's an honor to be here. I thank Catalyst for bringing me out. This is a project I've been working on for 3.5 or 4 years. I myself am a heavily tattooed person. I've been collecting tattoos since I was about 17 or so. And so it's just something that's part of my life. It's part of my identity. And I wanted to explore, you know, as I got more and more tattoos, it affected my life in much more serious ways. And, you know, there's a lot of social reaction to being heavily tattooed. It's one thing to have small, cute, and hidden girly tattoos, you know, that's very socially acceptable nowadays. But there's a point where you cross this line and it is no longer acceptable. And so that is the population in this film.
How'd you find the subjects for this piece?
Well, I started, it took 4 years, and so I started with some of my good friends. Carissa with the pink hair, she's one of my good friends that I grew up with, and her mom is Constance, the one that was featured in there as well. And so I had quite a few. I've already been involved in the tattoo community, and so I knew quite a few people already. And all the tattoos that I have involved with, I've always gone to female tattoo artists, and so I knew quite a few. And then I used online social networking quite a bit.
How much traveling did you do throughout the whole process?
Southern California, Washington State, which is my home state, New York, Florida, Texas, a lot of conventions in the middle of the country, so quite a bit. I'm afraid to add it up because I paid it all myself, so I'm in denial about that part of it.
Why do you think tattooed women is like an important issue to address?
It's an important feminist issue just because of women's bodies, representations, and then the beauty norm. It's fine if you're, you know, trying to beautify yourself in the society, if you're trying to be, you know, a normal girl and go in that direction. But when you go against that, you run into all this kind of static. And so I think it's important for women to be able to, you know, not be in such a box. And so these women are breaking out of that, but at the same time, feel a lot of social reactions and social constraints when they do that.
Do you feel that tattoos on women are more accepted in the roller derby community?
Absolutely. Roller derby always plays with gender. You know, they have the fishnets and then the tattoos, and they play with these extremes of body decoration. And so I think that that's really interesting. And then, you know, it's just tattoos have been a part of the roller derby since this new revival in 2001, and it's definitely an open space for women to be able to express themselves like that.
I'm sure that you took a lot more footage of the interviews than this movie. Did you find the story through the editing? You
know, I tried to include the different kinds of stories. Like some women said it's really hard to be a female tattoo artist. Others said it's really, it wasn't hard at all. Some people said they liked Kat Von D and LA Ink. Some people, you know, Fat Von D was more critical. So, so there were those kinds of discrepancies. Some people were disowned by their family. Some people had the loving mother. So I tried to show both sides of that kind of stuff.